right. I mean, so
Yeah. What's the question exactly? Also, I understand it.
you say that he's outer. Now get him to outer. I mean, get her to outer.
Oh, I just used a wink skill, but yeah, sure.
Big Mom is a beefy bitch.
Yeah. So I just
Hold
used the wink
on,
skill.
active.
I
Damn.
was just using the wing
My bad,
scale
bro.
of like Big Mom being either relative or above Sengoku. Sengoku is a metafictional representation of Buddhism, such as the Great Buddha. The Great Buddha is transcendental to Nirvana. Based off that, Nirvana is completely above dualist ideas. Things that are going to be oppositional with binary oppositional systems are going to be completely futile to the Buddha himself. Since Sengoku is a metafictional representation, we have a basis or strand to go off of. Since he has this transcendental thing, we know that Buddha is going to be represented to be above transcendental things such as Nirvana. That's the scale.
Okay, now prove that any of these characters
hold up, real
actually
quick.
scale
It's
or a part
directly
of the,
contradicted by the fact that he acts absolutely nothing like Buddha, has none of the actual
And
things
he's
that
not
Buddha
a
himself
pacifist.
has.
He hits people.
Yeah, he
Like,
breaks
there's a lot.
he breaks the actual rules of
he can't scale to
Buddhism.
something that he doesn't
That's
align
right.
with.
Yeah, it's like I feel like he contradicts
Yeah,
it.
so
So like, how does he a
I'll just attack.
representation?
Yeah, sure. I'll just.
And I
attack
just
it.
don't, and I also don't think. Wait, another thing is, I also don't think that was the author's intention either. Because why would he try to scale something but contradict
Yeah,
himself
so I'll just.
on like
I'll just
every
attack.
turn?
Yeah,
Like, there's not even
sure.
one
I mean,
Sure, I'll just.
similarity.
He did say it was
Wait,
a
before
He
y'all
did say
scale-
it was a goon scale.
Yeah, before
though.
y'all still
Yeah.
add on, I'll just attack each thing premises that I heard. I heard author's intuition, I heard
Can't hear anything you're saying.
argument, and then I heard
I can't hear what he said.
contradiction.
Yeah,
Y'all can't hear me, hello?
That mic is, bro. It's so bad, bro. I'm sorry.
bro.
God.
I don't even use. I don't.
Hey, I
don't
got a
use
droid, bro. What are you doing?
I don't got a mic. I use phone. Simple. But yeah, can y'all hear me?
You know,
good,
a phone
or?
still has a mic, right?
Yeah, it's not a good mic, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, my mic's good.
I mean, I got an
I mean,
Android. I don't know how my mic
I,
sounds.
I don't know. My mic's usually good. I don't know what happened, but yeah, y'all can hear me good now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, so I'll take the three premises I heard. I heard character development as a not development as in what y'all are thinking, but as in how the character portrays himself and contradicts. I heard a contradictory point, and then I heard author intuition. All right. First one I'll attack is author's intuition. It's probably
No,
the
not
easiest one.
intuition. Intention.
That's intuition, by the way. So thank you.
No intuition. No intention is not intuition.
Intuition. Okay, intuition and intention on something. Intention is something you meant to occur, right?
Yeah,
Something that
intuition has a completely different definition.
Intuition is going to be the foundationalize something for said intention to occur.
Can you show me the definition of that?
Sure, I got you, bud.
With intuition, like the raw definition of intuition. Because I'm pretty sure that's not what that means. Pretty sure it had something to do with like prediction or something like that.
It's the ability to understand something immediately.
And which
Did you hear me?
points is
The ability to what?
Understand something immediately.
He died of like lava. Are we saying like the lava is outer too?
What are you talking about? You're just gonna bring up new points so I can attack them, or?
Yeah, I know. But like, go ahead. I'm just saying I just don't think it's supported.
Yeah.
But like, go
okay.
ahead.
So the third one would be the author's intention of said claim.
Intention.
Yeah, sure. Intention.
Intention. Don't say intention. And don't say intuition. Just say
Well,
intention.
it's based off his intuition.
What's up,
so
Sasuke?
it doesn't matter. But yeah, I'll just say intention for the sake of this. The author's intention doesn't matter if what's actualization is supposedly true. So I don't care for that. I argue things that are actually and not something that's meant to be. So I don't care about that. But that was the first point I wanted to address. The second point is contradictory stages. There's no contradictory stages with Sengoku having a metafictional representation of Buddha and holding this extension property of transcendental to a normal nirvana, right? I hope y'all know normal Buddhas and Buddhism as a whole, normal Buddhas and Buddhism as a whole, whenever they label themselves as transcendental to said limitations of nirvana, they don't abide by nirvana anymore. They're completely ignorant towards it. They're ignorant towards it. They have no scope or validity upon it. They're just completely above. Also, how he portrays his character isn't a defeat or a contradiction to him actually being a metafictional representation of Buddha. So, go ahead.
How can you
address the
okay?
first
So how?
point? Hold on, real quick. You didn't address the first point. You just bypassed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you. You didn't address it at all. You just said You said like something like it didn't matter. Like that's not addressing the point. And then metaphysical and the part where
Transcendental
I
just
said,
means spiritual or non-physical.
let me throw this. Hold up. Let me say the rest. You addressed 3 points. I'm going to address the second one, which was my point, which is that he shows absolutely nothing beyond a name, right? Which is quite literally name fallacy, but
Name fallacy.
nothing but the name. He shows no other parts of Buddha at all.
So he shows.
So
he shows the name.
There's nothing.
You're saying
Hold on, Ab, before you bring that up.
No, I thought you said metaphysical.
Yeah, sure. Whenever you bring it up,
No, and we can't hear.
Whenever y'all bring
Stop
up a new
cleaning.
argument, I want to attack.
you
But yeah, so instead of bringing up a new argument, I'm gonna attack the first one and everything. So yeah, but basically, there's not just one distinctful thing or specification that he has, which is the name. I didn't assert that. Also, that's not a name fallacy. If I asserted that the name has correlation and relation upon it, so therefore it's truthful, that would be a name fallacy. I didn't relate that to. There's 3 specifications that are distinct, which list him.
Yeah, so what's your basis for him being a metafictional representation of Buddha?
Yeah, so whenever I reference metafictional representation, is in somebody in all the universe, they have concepts and everything. That would be the meta version, right? The fictional representation would be simply that it is represented inside of fiction that this is the case. So if we have something that is based off religion partaking, if somebody was supposedly, for example, Record of Ragnarok, I don't know if y'all are aware of that. It shows a very Greek mythology senses following a lot of other mythology, such as Norse. It also has Christianity, which shows the case of Jesus being inside of it. That would be an idealistic formula of a metafictional representation. The other point I wanted to counter is that simply, I wasn't saying that because he has a name of the Buddha, he is the Buddha. He has multiple specifications. His cinematography is perfectly in line with the Buddha. His enlightenment, which he's referenced multiple times in the series, which is normally what Buddhist and Buddha people represent, says multiple times in the series. So there's 3 specifications that follows Buddhism entirely, and I don't think there's no.
But he's not a pacifist though, but he contradicts it. I just don't think you
What's
can
the
assert.
contradiction?
I don't think you can assert that. What's the name? He's representing this specific religion, what you're trying to say, when he directly contradicts it with
That's
how
what
he
you-
moves, how
That's
he
what
acts.
question. What does
You
he
say that
contradict?
she's transcendental, but she's not even in a non-physical realm, or is she?
Yeah.
She's not even a spirit herself. What is going on?
What is he transcending?
Yeah, transcendental doesn't
Because I feel like he's still bounded. Wouldn't he have found
transcendental. I'll just answer it. Transcendental doesn't always provide the case of being abstract. I hope y'all know y'all can be a physicality being and still exist on a 4th dimensional plane of existence and still be
The little
transcendental
that's,
to
I'm going based off of
Not the
actual
Buddha.
definition.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
not trying to.
no,
Yeah,
the Buddha literally does that. He transcends throughout dimensionality as a whole and still has a physical formula or a physical embodiment.
But isn't it essentially
but she hasn't
becoming
done
one
any
with
of
the universe? How is that outer?
Wait, say it again. Sorry.
I've been listening.
Isn't it essentially becoming one with the universe? How is that
No, he
outer?
doesn't become one of the universe. He's
wait,
outside of
wait.
universal scopes. He's above dimensionality entirely. Dimensionality.
But
can
where
change
is
as
she
well as,
outside of the
limits.
universe? She's literally within the universe. So
Oh
what
my
makes
god,
you think
I'm not
that
saying Big Mom represents it. I'm saying if something, okay, I hope y'all know, just pointing out one contradiction does not point to a flaw of every single thing being contradicted. I just want to specify that beforehand. So if y'all want to point out a flaw, something like being outside of the universe constraints or just being outside the universe as a whole, this doesn't point to the flaw that he could actually still scale there. We know characters that have existence, plane of existence, but their AP and Jurassic power level is still way drastically above that dimensional framework.
That's true, but she doesn't have the power.
I'm not even
or-
referencing Big Mom here.
Neither though. She doesn't
I'm
even
not.
have
I'm not
either.
I'm not even referencing Big Mom here.
Just like a character can have.
Wait,
5D,
but you're not
their body
understanding.
can be 5D.
I'm not
So,
referencing
okay,
Big
so
Mom.
you said her, but you need to say
I'm a Big
Yeah,
Mom.
The main thing
wait,
isn't
let me
about
just
him, though.
jump in
Actually
and say
scaling
one
to the
thing
outer.
that
That's the
yeah,
main
Yeah, you need a
But
reference. Well, I'm not referencing
basically,
Big Mom. I'm referencing
let me
Singular.
pose a question. We know that in One Piece, devil fruits are created from human desires and wants, basically. So
I gotta go,
we
guys.
can assume from that Sengoku's fruit was also created in that manner. So can you prove that the Buddha that the humans in One Piece desired is the same Buddha in reality? Because it doesn't seem to be the case.
Well, yeah. Okay, yeah, sure. So, how characters obtain said powers can be completely different. It doesn't attack the point of them still having metafictional representation and scaling unlikely. That doesn't attack the point or address it in whatsoever.
No, it does, because if if the One Piece character in Residence,
Did I say
this
wait?
is
I'm just questioning.
regarded a different kind of Buddha,
did I
then
say
you wouldn't obviously scale to the real life version of
Yeah,
Buddha.
but did I say
So you're
one
not
time
proving
that
that
in this
the
entire
exact same-
talk, in this entire discussion and debate strand, right? Did I say one time that he is Buddha? I said he's a metafictional representation of Buddha this whole time. I don't think they're the same exactly. I think there maybe has flaws and contradiction within one verse and another mechanism in another verse. However, these flaws and contradiction are so undergoing that it doesn't point to a whole lot of contradiction what attacks the overarching reaching point. The overarching reaching point is simply that he's a metafictional representation of a being that is transcendental beyond dimensionality constraints, which qualifies for outer.
Right, but Big Mom is not. That's the whole point.
Yeah, that's fine. But I say Big Mom off this chain
Jane is
logic.
yapping.
But yeah, I say off this chain logic is Big Mom's scales either relative or above him, based off multiple consistent statements.
But she literally doesn't. She's not above dimensionality.
Oh my
She
God.
can't. She's like, she has nowhere near any of this.
Wait.
Yeah,
Since
but
you're
that's
saying,
not a refutation anyway, so it doesn't
since
matter.
you're saying Big Mom scales to Sengoku, who is outer, that means all of the I tiers in One Piece are now outer, right? Or is it just Big
He's
Mom?
basically saying a lot of people in the verse is outer
I
now.
think anybody that
Okay,
scales
I
up,
get-
I think anybody that
I
scales
get-
up to Sengoku or Big Mom will probably reach that level of compatibility. It's very simple. I mean, yeah, y'all. I don't see this point. I already specified that this is a goon, rat, and wink scale, all of the same, right? If y'all just don't give refutations, it's kind of hilarious that y'all can't debunk a scale that is literally made for people that don't debate.
It's kind of hilarious that you
You've
said
already
half of
debunked
this
it.
stuff.
Yo,
There's
shut up,
literally-
little
she
kid. You
has
don't get no
zero- she
bitches.
has
Keep your ass
zero
on mute.
outer-
I don't care about you. Like, Void, you're ugly as fuck IRL. Stop talking, nigga. I don't even know who you is.
You
Like,
see,
get off my
you're
dick.
getting mad
Stop
over
stuttering,
it,
little nigga.
dude.
Like, I don't care.
You're getting mad
Stop.
over
I'm
it.
not getting mad. It's
yeah,
funny as
right.
fuck that I just hear you in the background on spectators fucking saying, it's funny how, like, shut up, nigga. Nobody cares. Go ahead, Sasuke.
Yo, we are completely honest.
Go ahead,
Alright,
Sasuke. Go ahead,
so-
You're
son.
over here getting mad over.
Bro,
Bro,
you
we-
still
we
saying the
take
same
her-
shit. I don't care, bro. Go ahead, son.
Yeah, look, if we
Alright,
take
so
her
what I was
actual
saying is-
abilities, oh my bad, you can go, Sasuke.
Alright, so what I'm saying is that the things that get you to outer, she has absolutely zero of those to show.
I just
To show
explained the
for it.
correlation
Outer.
between. I just
Bro.
explained the correlation between Sengoku, who
The
is
correlation doesn't even correlate.
So wait, does she not scale relative or above Sengoku? Does
No,
Sengoku is
she's
Sengoku?
not outer.
Oh my!
She's not even close to outer.
Oh, hold on, I just want to understand. Premise one, Sengoku's outer. You don't agree with that,
Yo,
right?
wait, Ray, I gotta.
Hold
Hold on. No, I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Hold on.
Outer, that's what I'm saying.
So,
If we're going based
so
on this,
the reason why
outer.
I asked,
I won't be able to
all the
understand you if there's
items-
three other people
Yo,
talking.
Ray.
The reason why I asked if all the
What's
in
up?
the
You know
items
that boy
One Piece were
JoJo's?
now outer was because we've
You know-
seen characters in One Piece die from things that would then upscale things like lava and
Yeah. Do you know?
bullets
Do you
and
know? Wait. Do you know
right,
what
so
PIS
like,
means?
that doesn't
Do you
make
know what?
sense.
Wait. Do you know
This
what
is a horrible
PIS
debate.
means?
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just
Do you know?
trying to-
Wait. Do you know? Wait. Take it before I go. Do you know what PIS means? You ever heard of that phrase?
PIS? No.
Plot.
It's-
Y'all probably heard of it before. If I don't give the phrase, it's called plot-induced stupidity. Y'all heard of that?
Yeah, I know what that is.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I know plot-induced
characters
stupidity.
getting hit by such lower attacks, even though they're like significantly stronger than that, is just a simple narrative mistake. The narrative intends for that to happen. It does not mean in actuality they scale to that. Like, it's just such a horrendous like contradiction that you could point out that it doesn't show any flaw or indication of like illogicality of reasoning. So I don't even see why you bring up stuff like, oh, they drown in lava or they suffer from lava. Yeah, sure. Oda fucking makes that. It's called plot-induced stupidity. It happens.
But
every
hey,
time.
Ray.
Well, you'd have to prove that would be the case.
It would be the case if I already scaled the character drastically above that.
Yeah, but it's still.
Using this logic, you're just like disrespecting the story at this point. Because using this logic, there would be a lot, and I mean a lot of
How can you represent something that you contradict, though?
I don't. The point is that I hope you know you're. Okay, hold on. You asked, how do you represent something if you contradict it? Correct.
Yeah.
What is your main stance?
So you're saying he's representing Buddhism.
Sure, I got.
and like Buddha.
Yeah, sure, I got one question. All right.
I don't have a problem with him being outer.
Well, yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's
but if
cool.
you don't think Big Mom scales to him, I'll show you the statement, so it doesn't matter.
Alibaba.
But she has nothing to scale her to him.
Yes, she does. There's
That's what
multiple.
I'm saying. Like,
There's,
this is like
there's,
You know that.
there's multiple. There's yeah, sure. I'll explain it real quick. There's multiple consecutive statements that shows Admirals and Yonkos are high def fight, even arguing that Yonkos are theoretically above it. We see that Yonkos and Admirals, whenever they fight the same level of people, such as whenever one fights what's it called? Just any Straw Hat member, whenever they fight them, they show relativity. Whenever Admirals and Yonkos clash, whenever Whitebeard goes to fight fucking to save one of his sons, Ace and everything, we see that to be the case whenever he's clashing with multiple of these Admirals. Like, they're entirely relative. The Fleet Admiral admit inferiority to the what's it called? Akainu. What's position? I think he is the Fleet Admiral. No, is that Sengoku? It's one of them. I don't know. But yeah, they just admit inferiority. There's consecutive feats.
Sengoku recently retired, just letting you know that.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm just remembering back then, whenever they have multiple statements and multiple feats to back up why Yonkos and Admirals are like compatible with each other. It's very simple.
Alright. I gotta tell Ray Ray something.
You know that boy JoJo? That boy JoJo said he know you for like 3 years, right? And he said they call you BBL Ray Ray, and you use the BBL to get out the trenches.
What the hell, bro?
What? Yeah, what kind of allegations are these?
What the fuck?
That was being said in Robin's line.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
It was calling you BBL Ray J, Ray Ray. I mean,
That's crazy.
and I tried defending you, but it was just too many of them, bro.
Ray Ray do sound like a prison name. Hey, that's Ray Ray right there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, bro. And you know the nickname BBL Ray Ray, it kind of like rolls off the tongue.